My name is Caledonia Curry. I also go by the artist name Swoon, and I'm here at the Taubman Museum in the Positive Fragmentation show. Right now we're standing in front of a linoleum block print, which is entitled Yaya. It's a portrait that I created as part of a larger project with Philadelphia Mural Arts, and we were working with various groups kind of throughout the city of Philadelphia, and the project was essentially about taking a look at the way that we as a culture understand intergenerational trauma and how it impacts all aspects of our lives and of our really society as a whole. And so I was at a point in my life when I was realizing the effects of intergenerational trauma on my own life. I had grown up in a family that was very heavy with addiction and had struggled with a lot of mental illness, and I was just learning to understand kind of the roots of a lot of that suffering. And as I learned to understand that and to find forgiveness in myself and my family, I realized that I wanted to bring some of that understanding into the work that I was doing and into the sort of larger public conversation around all kinds of social situations, like people ending up in prison, or living homeless on the street, addicted to drugs, or struggling in and out of rehab many times. That all of these are circumstances that people find themselves in as a result of unhealed trauma, and yet so far culturally we have always sort of punished these behaviors rather than really being able to take a look at the root of them and to sort of compassionately work at the root. And so this portrait is of a fellow artist. His name is Yaya, and he lives in Pittsburgh now, but he was somebody who was at the time, he was serving life in prison for a crime that he had committed when he was a teenager. And so Philadelphia was still jailing minors for life sentences at that point. And through the work of many activists in Philadelphia Mural Arts and in the city as a whole, they actually worked to change those laws but also they had an arts program in the prison, and so they kind of welcomed me into their program. And I really bonded with this person in particular because he was somebody who had been in such a violent and unconscious place as a teenager, but who had spent his life learning and growing and changing, and was at a place at this moment of being able to become a teacher to others. And so when I worked in Graterford prison, I found that we just really kind of bonded over, the things we were studying, the things we were learning about, what we were learning about healing and Buddhism, meditation and spirituality, and so many other aspects that I just found that when it came time to make a portrait and to share some of the stories from people I was working with, that Yaya was somebody I really connected with. And it's been incredible to see him actually flourish as an artist over the last couple of years, as all of the work that he was able to do and all the work that the other activists were able to do actually resulted in his release and reintegration into, to successfully be a person who has become whole and is becoming healed and is a functioning creative person, and to see that that's possible for all of us.